Right, your marketing plan. So it is super important that you do need to do a lot of research when it comes to the marketing section. Now the thing is, the marketing plan, we're going to deal with this today. We're going to have a look at the marketing plan today, and then next week we're going to continue with the rest of the others. We're just going to stop over there. But what the mistake that entrepreneurs make is when they start doing a business plan, that they think the marketing plan, the heading, it's all about advertising and what marketing am I going to do. Listen to me if I say that that's but only a small portion of the marketing plan in your business plan. All right. So the marketing we're going to cover the rest of the other stuff, but you will need to do a lot of research about your market. So that is what marketing plan is all about, your market and your target market, and all, not marketing as in flyers and brochures and social media and advertising. You hear what I'm saying? You get me? You really get me? Because I don't need you to come and your whole section of the marketing plan at the end of the day is about what are we going to do to put ourselves out there. I need you to have a clear understanding what the marketing section is about. Cool? Right. So you need to be able, through your research, show what is your market share. Now, what is market share? Say, for instance, if there was only one, McDonald's started with the first fast food industry back in 30 something, 38 or whatever already.
Yeah, as soon as it was started, but
when they started the whole automation thing or whatever, the fast food chain kind of a thing, right? They owned 100% of the market share in the fast food industry, you understand? And then the next guy came, and it means that if the second guy comes in, there's now a 50-50 split, except if they get 50% of the customers, you understand? So, but meaning that you need to share the customers now 50-50 way. Whether you are going to get 50% or not depends on what do you do different, or if you can grab those customers or convince them to either buy from you than the other one. But you're still going to have to share it now. Now there's a third party coming in. Now you need to split it 3 ways. 4, 5, 6 and so on. And that's why it's called that the market is saturated, certain markets, meaning to be able to penetrate a market and to get market share, you will have to really, really be on top of your game and do something that no one else. You have to reinvent that whole industry. So the whole idea is, and that's why I want you to think out of the box in other industries and not just in the music industry, taking your skills and your knowledge and spot opportunities there, because the market share will be very, very small. There will be a bigger market share for you there. It will be easier for you to get customers running to you than trying to compete with all the recording studios. Just want to open another recording studio and put yourself out as a recording studio. And it's how you position yourself. Now, I don't say you can't have a recording studio, right? But who do you serve in what industry, in what way? You hear what I'm saying? You're still going to do engineering, sound engineering, or music production, or whatever you're going to do, but for whom, in what industry, and what market. Alright, so think that way. It will make your life easier. You will not having to try and compete with everybody else that's got a piece of the pie. And if you can be first, you'll have the bigger share of the pie. You understand that? Right, so what is the growth potential? So in the marketing plan, you also say, need to tell them, this is what it is, this is the current market share, this is the growth potential in this industry, and through your research, nobody, and don't come with this, all right? Nobody else has done that. Make absolute statements. You cannot. This is what I do when I'm part of the panel there. I've got my laptop open and they say, we are going to do this and this and this. There's nobody. We've done a lot of research. There's nobody that does this, blah, blah, blah. Then I go like, okay, tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 or whatever. And then I name them just by Googling it. But I know what to Google. By making bold statements to say, always, never, only, those absolute words is taboo. You will put off the investor immediately.
Why?
Because we know you are trying to pull, you haven't done your work, research or your homework. Never. You need to say, according to this and this research that I've done, these are the figures, and you put it up there. Because what happens is somebody starts a business idea that happens every year, right? Based on his friend's opinion, or you know what, it would actually be great if you can do this and this, because there's so many artists out there that wants exposure and they want to, and it's like, yeah, that would be a cool idea for a business idea. So they jump into the idea, starting with the business and starting, this is my products, this is my services. They haven't done any research to see who else have done that. Even though there are other people that's doing it, they don't know if they are struggling or if it is actually a viable industry or a viable idea or a business. Maybe they're already phasing out. When we're going to go into the product cycle, you will see that there's a product life cycle or a service life cycle. It's not always just an uptrend because of times and just the same as vinyls and CDs and tapes and all of that, it's got a life cycle. You need to reinvent yourself and you need to come up with new things. Right, so making statements like, there's nobody that does this, we are the only one, there's probably, if you don't have an Uber idea, you hear what I'm saying, an Uber idea or an Apple idea coming in with a product that's never there, then you can say, right, but I've created the iPod or the whatever in this industry that you can really show. If you think about something, it's probably already out there or somebody that has done it. I know because I've started 10 companies and I thought it was the thing. How can somebody come up with this freaking brilliant idea? And then it's like, there they go. They're there. It's like, this is what I wanted. I came up with the idea, but it's already there. It's up and running. They already is. Next. You understand? Doesn't mean that if you come up with a crazy idea, that somebody else hasn't already thought about it. But you can't make those statements.